Girls, pimps and sims, welcome to the Mac Life, the #1 channel here on YouTube for all things Onlyfans. Now, I've come across a very particular video today from Rocket Baby. So, obviously, as an Onlyfans manager myself, I manage Ladies Onlyfans account, a high-ticket consultant with Onlyfans creators turning over 6 and 7 figures, and the owner of the Hive Mind. So I teach people how to do the same, as well as we have 6 and 7 figure creators within our Discord server. I've come across this video from Rocket Baby. Now, why OnlyFans management companies are the scum of the earth. Obviously, I'm going to have some pretty strong disagreeing points here, but I can already tell me and this sort of particular individual are not going to get along. So, anyway, we're going to do a reaction video. The hard thing is I'm not going to be able to listen to her full points because with YouTube, you essentially have to crop up little bits so that it doesn't get basically taken down for using someone's entire content. So, I'm going to try and look at what she has to say, but I already feel that I know what she has to say. I haven't watched this video, but I can imagine, you know, OnlyFans companies are the scum of the earth. She's going to go over points such as how they're taking money away from you, which is a greed complex. I can only imagine how they're using you, I can only imagine. Anyway, we're going to get into it, and if you like this sort of content, you know, I've only recently started posting the controversial sort of content, but I know it gets a bit of heat. So obviously, if you're willing to put out the title, Rocket Baby, why OnlyFans management companies are the scum of the earth, you have to be willing to also deal with the controversy from the OnlyFans management companies. Now let's have a quick little look. Also, highly recommend listening to this lady here. This was a fantastic read, fantastic listen. She was on Lewis Holmes' podcast, and she talks about healing the body by understanding the microbiome in the stomach and all different things. Incredible lady, so I highly recommend that. Anyway, what I want to do is I want to have a quick look at Rocket Baby's profile. I can only imagine what she's like. Here's my beef with OnlyFans management companies and exactly why I think they're scum. It's predatory. Pay-per-view is predatory. Oh, God. Okay, so we have I wonder how long these management companies' arrangements are for. She posted her content. Okay, anyway. Rocket Baby. She's into like cartoons or something. I can already tell me and this sort of particular lady would not get along, but I understand that I am biased by my own disliking bias. I'll have a disliking bias. It's a natural part of the human brain. Obviously, when she watches this reaction video, she's going to have a disliking bias to me instantly. But I will try and first listen from a place of understanding and then put in my thoughts. So, how to Tinder rocket vlog in Paris. Why OnlyFans management companies scum the earth. So she irregularly updates tasting candy from the UK. Isn't it funny? Her #1 most watched video, shout out Rocket Baby, is booty and abs. So if you say anything to do with objectifying in this video, I'm actually going to squeal. Because if you use the word objectification and here you are just like, your #1 most watched video is booty plus abs. Okay. Anyway, that being said, let's watch the video. It's your girl.
I'm bringing you another video. Hi guys, what's up? It's me. It's your boy, Rocket Baby. I'm bringing you another video. Hooray, finally. I was gonna say that I was making this video because it seems like you guys...
Her editing is more on point than mine, obviously. There's some edits and crops, but it also sounds like she's recording within what appears to be like a jet engine. And I think it's because of the massive open space room. So, I'm not here to be critical of you. I'm just going to give you a tip that I found is like the smaller the size of the room, the better the quality of audio. It doesn't like have as much space to travel. And yeah.
Awesome, because like, you know, it's my job and I like talking about my job. So, I appreciate that you guys like listening to me talk about my job. But I'm actually making this video because I kind of just have some beef.
Hopefully you're just making it like to get views for controversy because that's why I make my content. So maybe we're on the same page.
And the best thing to do when you have some beef is to just like share it around and just include everyone else in your beef. So
I agree.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Good.
I'm gonna educate you guys on some shit, and then I hope.
Is she American? Is that accent or? I have to keep pausing it, by the way. If you're like, why the fuck does he keep pausing it? Because if I just let it run, okay, YouTube's going to pick that up and then I'm going to get a big old strike.
I hope that you also have beef with these people. So please, you know, let me know what you think of this whole content on OnlyFans. Basically, what I'm going to talk about today is specifically related to OnlyFans and like online sex work and stuff like that. And so I just...
Americans, they speak so slow, but hey, like I feel if this was my podcast in this 24 minutes, we would get a lot more out.
Just wanted to let you know, if you don't know me at all, that I'm kind of qualified to talk about this topic.
Porn State University. It's just like, was that a joke or? Oh, right, it is a joke. She got some humor.
But with the management side of running an OnlyFans account, which like is essentially 80 to 90% of the job is the management shit.
80 to 90% of the work is did you just say, I'm going to write down things, so because I want to look at these points probably. 80 to 90% of the work is the management.
You know, the content is really important, and it's important to like
True.
You know, make creative content and actually like make content.
Agree.
But if you don't know how to promote yourself, if you don't know like how you should be engaging with fans.
I thought I was going to come here and disagree. I haven't disagreed yet. Okay, so she's already saying that the management side of things is the majority of work, and that the content creation is obviously still important, very much so.
Then you're never going to succeed. So the management side is like super important, and I do my own management, so you know I have experience. Basically.
Fair enough. You do your own management, which is great, but like it's like you're saying why OnlyFans management companies are the scum of the earth, but you handle the managerial roles of your own company, because you've essentially said why they're the scum of the earth. You have to understand, when you operate on OnlyFans, you are operating as a business. Your intention is to make money. It is not a hobby if you are making money, as classified by, I don't know about the legal system in the US, but within Australia, it is not a hobby if your intention is to make money, which your intention on OnlyFans clearly is to make money. So you are a business, and you are operating the managerial side of that business. But, according to the title, OnlyFans management companies are the scum of the earth. So I'm gonna let her explain, but we're just gonna put that out there.
Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Before we jump into management companies or managing OnlyFans and what that looks like, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about how earning on OnlyFans works.
Everyone, I have to pause it there because of the thing, but everyone kind of already knows how OnlyFans earning works. People purchase a monthly recurring subscription to view content on your channel, and then after that, obviously, you can get them to purchase again through pay-per-view messages. They can tip you. And remember, OnlyFans, everyone that's watching this, OnlyFans is simply a platform, okay, that handles the ability to sell content. That is it. And it has payment integrations there as well. It has benefits, it has cons, but it is simply, it's not some magical fairy. It's not, okay, you do OnlyFans. It is simply a piece of software or a system that we can use to sell sexualized content. You can do that through Stripe gateways, even though it's against their terms of service. You can do that through PayPal. You can do that through different websites. You could use crypto. Okay, so essentially the payouts that work from OnlyFans, though, are subscription and then messages and tips.
This concept it's a fairly new concept. Got contacted. I mean, she started her OnlyFans a little bit after. You need a lot of time. You can't really like be doing other things. You have to like make this your occupation.
100%. So, if you want to succeed in something, it has to be one lane. I'm agreeing with a lot of things. You have to make it a one-dimensional, one-lane thing, okay? And you can't have any caps. If you're saying, oh, I'm worried about my parents seeing it, I'm worried about my friends seeing it, you'd be better off doing dropshipping. You'd be better off running a service business, lawn mowing, whatever it is, where you have no caps. Because the moment you start to put caps on it, you cap your earning potential. And there's no point engaging in a business if your goal isn't to make as much money and provide as much value as possible.
So, she was contacted by an OnlyFans management company.
See, I kind of feel sad because I feel like I know where this is going. That she's had some bad experiences. They probably offered like fucking 80% or something ridiculous. I believe in a fair 50-50 split. And that includes paid marketing, which is leveraged into the margins. Okay, as a company that leaves you with around 30% profit margins. It's a highly lucrative business. And I hope that like just she hasn't had one or two bad experiences or her friends have, and that discredits the whole OnlyFans management side of things, because I don't want to say it yet because I'm sure she would debate it, but I want to show you or demonstrate to you later on how OnlyFans management companies can provide extreme amounts of value, and there can be a synergistic relationship between both parties.
And you know, they wined and dined her. They flew her out to California and basically like tried to convince her to join their management company. For her, their business plan was like really great. It was like what she was looking for. The time to like be your own manager and stuff, but you're still interested in doing it and making the content. I think that...
Already said time, okay, I just want to let you know that is 1/4 element of a value ladder, which can be broken down. Oh my god, I just bought like brand new cream pants, and the pen, if you watch my podcast, I lose it, or I throw it, I launch it in every video, and now I've penned my pants. No! Fucking pen.
It's a
It'll be my downfall.
I guess. I just want to say, like, you know, I have zero problem with women who are managed by OnlyFans management companies. It can be a valid choice, and it can also be a case where they're being taken advantage of.
But this is the same as any industry. Like, any industry you can pick apart. You know, there's cheap labor, there's underage labor in many businesses. Not that it's acceptable, but any business works on leverage. Okay, you're leveraging someone else to do something, okay, for you in exchange for money, whilst you take more money. It's all information arbitrage. That's all business. So if you have a problem with that, you have to have a problem with the whole of capitalism.
Because these management companies, they don't come to big creators. They don't message people who have a big following.
This is the base rate fallacy. They don't if they're not credible. You know, all of the girls that I consult with are B-list, I'll say B-list, reality TV stars, okay? They all turn over high 6 and 7 figures a year, meaning hundreds of thousands of dollars profit and millions of dollars profit a year. And I primarily only work with these ladies. The others that I offer advice to is with inside the Hive Mind group. But I consult only with high ticket earners, and I only approach high ticket earners. However, the majority of them approach me now. I'm at a stage where I have enough of a connection, enough of a rap with people, that I have constant recommendations.
They only message creators who are just starting out, who are really small, or maybe struggling to get a following, and who don't have much experience yet doing OnlyFans or promoting themselves. And so to them, it seems like a really positive thing. It seems.
But if you're taking someone who, I can understand her point. She's saying, yeah, but they're taking advantage of them because they're poaching them. They don't understand how the money works and that side of things. But if someone's coming on board with you and you can even leverage them for a small amount of time, they do all the marketing, they take 80% and the contract is, say, 6 months, and then you ask for an itemized breakdown of what they've done, you have significantly learned a lot more than you would learn on your own in 6 months. And if you think that is not the case, you are incorrect, simply because of the fact that these companies would work with multiple creators. So they're constantly testing, different marketing measures across multiple platforms, and they will only be putting their time and attention because their focus is on making money. They don't succeed unless you succeed. Their time and attention would be put in the best forms of marketing. So simply at the end of the 6 months, if you withdraw from your contract, you can say, hey, now I know all the shit you do. I'm just going to do it myself. And if they don't provide enough value, then that's a valid option. But I don't feel like poaching newer creators, there's anything wrong with that business model. You're in fact providing opportunity to people who don't make money and helping them make more money.
It's like, a great option. Its account, it goes to them. This girl that I was friends with told me that their cut of her earning.
How much caffeine have I had? My eyeball is just twitching. It's actually twitching.
Her OnlyFans was 80%.
Did I not call this at the start of the video? They're taking 80%. It's ridiculous because, and I assume obviously the 80% is post the 20% OnlyFans cut. That is a ridiculous amount of money to take from someone in terms of providing value. If you want to be successful in any business long term, you just need to simply provide value and make the most money possible. They're the two principles that you should apply. If you're leveraging your own client to take as much money possible from them, okay, and only providing a little bit of value, it's going to dry out. You're going to ruin your own business. So I disagree with the 80% personally, I teach people a 50-50 split, which is equal in comparison to fairness. One person is a creator, which with the business could not operate. The other is a manager who handles the workload, as was mentioned by you, the time of the business, and provides a level of expertise that the creator does not have. Otherwise, they could do it themselves.
It was 80%. The cut was 80%.
80%.
So
the cut.
You're already losing 20%.
I feel like I should get matching outfits, but it would take so long to do reaction videos. I should have pink hair. Because, actually, I've done like 5 reaction videos, and I think like 4 of the creators have had pink hair. Did I not say? Like, I swear, we should do like a study on the demographic between how many people have pink hair and how many people do OnlyFans.
It just takes that out. Your management company is taking 80% of your earnings.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Holy shit. So you're making...
I need to fast forward.
It is difficult.
Because I can't just keep... I actually don't like filming this style of video where I constantly have to interrupt, but it's the way in which the algorithm works.
Out videos. There's a lot of fucking work that goes into the creation of OnlyFans content. And that's literally like, wow. Are you okay with that? With your potential earnings are 10 grand, and all of a sudden you're making 2 grand of that?
See, here is the biggest thing. So you've mentioned part 2, which is dream outcome. And this just comes from a greed bias, which we all have as humans. No one is immune to this. But I can see it from her point. If you were to say, look, I potentially could earn 10 grand a month, and you're coming on board, I'm losing 20% to OnlyFans, so I'm left with 8 grand net, and then you're taking 50% of that, or 80% in this case, which I'm not incredibly good at math, but let's just say you're left with, I don't know, around $1,000. Something around that. You're left with $1,000, okay, and they've taken 7. That is definitely not correct math. However, you're saying that isn't just, that isn't fair, that isn't worth it, okay, because your potential is 10 grand. But I think what you're excluding to look at is you didn't put in the time. You didn't put in the work. If you're content being the manager, as you said you are of your business, yes, your potential to earn more is massive, okay, but you are happy to have a company, okay, handle the workload. And so this is where a selling point really comes along as a marketing agency, or essentially what you are as a marketing agency and a consultation and management firm. I need to be able to sell you your dream outcome. So it's better off if a creator like Rocket Baby, say for example, I don't know your earnings, but say you've tried your own management and you're making $5,000 a month. And this has gone on for 3 months and there's small growth or incremental growth, but it's nothing crazy. To provide value, it's super simple. I need to target your dream outcome. Okay, that's one of the elements. I need to, number 2, mitigate the amount of time that you put into the business. Number 3, which is kind of what you mentioned a second ago, which is the effort. Okay, how much effort? If I can reduce the amount of effort you put into the business, it's even better. Okay, and then of course the perceived likelihood of success, which is essentially trust and a guarantee that what I'm saying isn't shit and that it works. So if you could make 5 grand a month, I know I got off tangent a little, but if you could make 5 grand a month and it's proven, you could say, oh, well, I could earn 20. Yeah, but you haven't. You've earned 5 grand for 3 months consistently, okay? We can calculate that. And even if there's an upward trend, that can be calculated based off the data points. If I could say to you, you are going to put in 90% less time because you only need to put in 10% of the time, which is content creation, and that may be a little bit skewed. But if I said, you're going to only put in now 10% of the time you put in, you are putting in 10% of the effort you put in because we handle all the messaging, we handle all the payouts, we handle all the pricing, we handle all the sales funnels because if you're experiencing this, there's levels to this. It's not just selling on OnlyFans. And I could say, now I can sell you your dream outcome and I say, look, you're earning 5 grand already. I guarantee you, okay, that instead of 5 grand this month, I'll pay you 10 grand. At minimum, you'll be getting 10 grand a month, okay? And then the perceived likelihood of success is 100% because I write on a contract that says, very simply, if you do not make more money than you are making currently as of sales figures, you keep 100% and we have worked for free. If you would not take a deal like that, it is simply because, i.e. only 3 reasons. You don't trust me, okay? you don't believe it's possible, which the guarantee should fix on a contract, or you don't like me, or probably 4, arrogance. You think I can do it myself. And this isn't a shout out to Rocket Baby at all. But if someone can say to you, I can 100% guarantee you I'm making you more money than you make now, okay, and it will take less amount of your time out of your day, you've got your dream outcome, it's going to take you less effort, and I can guarantee it on paper, you would be stupid not to take that. But I feel like, I know I've talked for ages, I feel like her friend, if it was because she didn't say herself, but I feel like her friend had a bad experience with management companies, and now it's skewed her vision of why OnlyFans management companies, i.e. herself, because you manage your own company, are the scum of the earth. Also, fuck off talk tips. Rocket Baby, I actually have no, I have no beef with you, okay? I don't think you're scum. I'm just picking apart your video because I feel like you've had a bad experience or your friends have had bad experiences in the OnlyFans industry, okay? And that's just a lack of professionals in the world. And that's why there needs to be more professionals in the world.
That basically...
Then you can wear Burberry hoodies and pay ridiculous monies for nothing.
Can provide you enough subscribers and money from pay-per-view videos and things like that.
Sponsored by My Muscle Chef. Or actually,
you can be making 10, 12, 15, 20 grand a month, and still that is only your 20% cut. But
here's the thing. It's almost like for you to, okay, and I know I offer 50-50. I would never offer 80-20. But what you're saying is, for you to win, okay, the other person has to lose. Why can't they win as well? And if they're taking more, but you're earning more than you've ever earned in your life, wouldn't you be silly? Like imagine, let's just remove OnlyFans altogether. If I just said, how much do you make a month? And you said 4,000 a month, just at your job. And I said, fuck it, you know what? I'm gonna handle all this shit, okay? And I'm gonna just give you, I'm gonna handle all this shit and I'm gonna just give you an extra 5 grand a month for nothing. And you go, really? I say, yeah, I'll give you 5 grand. And they said, well, what are you getting out of it? And I say, well, you don't have to worry. It's all stuff to do with business, but I'm gonna make 20 grand. In your mind, if you think, fuck that, they're making 20 and I'm making 5, you have a greed complex. Your potential went from 5 to 10. You essentially doubled what you were making, but because someone else gets to succeed or someone else gets to profit, okay, you're saying they're greedy. And that is not a problem with OnlyFans management. That is a problem with capitalism. And that is, you cannot participate in capitalism, which is what you were doing, okay, you're running a business, if you have a problem with capitalism, because every single business in the world leverages other people's time at a fraction of the price, okay, to make large amounts of money. Capitalism probably isn't the best system in the world, but there's no better alternative than capitalism. So why complain about it? And when you go to poor countries or developing countries like Vietnam, and you'll see places like these where they work in factories, you find out, you know, shoes that are made, like sneakers, are made for 50 cents, $1, and then the market sellers will sell them for 5 or 6. But that exact same shoe, it's not a replica, it's made in the exact same factory, is then taken, imported, moved across seas and marked up $200. But it's gone through more people's hands. More people had to be leveraged for that price to go up. You have a problem with the whole capitalistic society, not with OnlyFans.
So
sometimes I need to do that. I just need to stop talking so much.
If you start at the bottom, if you start as a creator who...
Also, I'm jealous of her teeth because I haven't got my Invisalign in at the moment, obviously. But we're up to like update fucking 9 months into Invisalign. If you've seen my teeth before from kickboxing, they were fucked. Like they'd all been smashed, capped. I got headbutt when I was young. They're all fucked, but Invisalign. I'm rating their teeth. The next is to get the teeth that white.
You've just started your page, which is the type of girls that management companies, these only... I can't, when I think about it, I'm like, this is robbery. This is extortion. Like,
oh, I hate those words. They actually trigger me in a deep level. Like, this is robbery, this is extortion. No, this is capitalism. This is how business works, okay? If someone has more information than you, all of business comes down to one thing only. Information arbitrage, as my mentor talks about. I have access to information that you do not have, therefore I could make more money. If you had access to the same information and were willing to put in the exact same amount of time, you could make the exact same amount of money. Especially with an internet-based business, you're not at a physical disadvantage if you have 10 figures and can type as fast as I can type. We can both make the exact same amount of money.
This is so everything that OnlyFans is the antidote for.
So what she's saying is like how bad OnlyFans management companies are, but they're not. They're just leveraging time better. Okay, ladies? So don't get angry at the companies. How about get angry at yourself for not increasing your own skills and abilities? Why don't you say, I can handle my own management, but what would an OnlyFans management company do? Well, they would leverage, okay, maybe workers overseas that can work for a fraction of the price to automate and handle all of these things. Where OnlyFans business does get shady, and I'm sure she will mention it, is the fact that if it's not actually you replying to these dudes behind the screen, there is some level of I don't want to say deception, I feel it's a bad word, but there's some level of ingenuity. I'm having to stretch deep in the brain for that. Ingenuity. Between the creator not talking and a management company. But really, the way the world works, I think if that's the worst thing that you do, okay, and you can make a shit ton of money and you can help a lot of people with that money, it's not really that bad. And as long as the customer you can provide value to. And I talk about value because these people are simply looking for two things. They're not looking for a picture of your titties. They don't care. A picture of your titties is subjective. Someone will look at it and go, oh, there's a sexy pair of titties. Someone will be ready to bust a nut. Someone will go, oh, I've seen better. A gay dude might be like, no, I don't like them at all. So it's subjective. I don't know where the fuck, I've lost my tangent. But essentially, I have no idea where the fuck I was going with that. I was talking about titties, now I got lost.
What is so great
Let's carry on.
about OnlyFans is that it is moving the direction.
I know where I was going with it. That price is subjective, okay? And these guys aren't searching for a picture of titties. They're searching for two things, which is connection. They want a genuine connection, and then they want climax. Obviously, they want to bust a nut behind their screen. Or chicks that watch it.
Period.
We're not here to judge.
Like it's changing how we watch porn, and it's changing it for the better because it's basically putting all the control in the hands of the creators. The people who are actually making the porn are the ones who are profiting off of it, and they're the ones who are deciding what gets posted on their account, and they're the ones who are interacting with the fans, with the people who are...
So I can understand all of her points, but really all those things are just, she's happy because it's providing value to her because she's a creator, and she's happy that it's providing value to an industry. But what about the people that wanted to do businesses where they specialize in marketing and consulting and helping other people grow and automating and giving people more time back? I could equally as just add as many values for a creative company. We're providing creative insight to help you put out the best content. We're handling all the workload. We're giving you back all your time so you can actually enjoy your life instead of sitting behind a computer screen all day. There's equally as many for every industry and equally as many negatives for every industry.
Consuming or just getting started in OnlyFans.
I'm going to skip massively because it's been a long video.
As an OnlyFans creator, because people want to see you as a whole person, and they want that parasocial relationship. And
that's a good word. I'm actually writing that down. I'm serious. No, I'm doing this thing recently where I hear words that intrigue me and I write them down because obviously I speak Russian as well. Я говорю свободно по-русски, and studying language, I've learned there's so many things that we don't even think about with words and the definition of words. I know this is so off topic, but here's a weird one. A lot of people say, like, in Australia, I don't know about overseas, but when have you had enough? When are you going to settle down? When are you going to settle down with someone? I detest the word settling down. Go and look up the definition of the word settle. It means to compromise, okay, usually in exchange for something less that makes you unhappy, and it's around that sort of definition. And then down obviously means worse. It means downwards. So when are you going to settle down? When are you going to compromise what you have now for something less that makes you unhappy?
That relationship
weird, off tangent, but
not even there when it's not even you who's running the account.
But people don't know that. Like you're saying, like, oh, people don't understand this connection. People have connections with dogs that don't talk. People have connections with fucking the weirdest shit today. You can provide connection in many ways.
OnlyFans was doing a good thing, giving the control and all of the profits, except the 20%, to creators.
Why aren't you unhappy with OnlyFans profiting their 20% off the creators? Is it because they provide a platform or they provide a means of value? But essentially, all they've done is set up a piece of software, marketed it to the point where it's super popular, and now they take 20% of all the creators' earnings globally, 1 billion times more than any creator could ever earn. Why isn't the beef with OnlyFans?
And management companies are literally trying to take the money and the control back and away from creators. How is this a thing? Management company. It made me so angry to think he's been able to use his clout to convince other girls to make him profit. It's literally like asking an artist to work for exposure. Actually, it's exactly what it is.
What happened here? Was that an edit or something?
You seem so authentic and so real, and your content is just above and beyond what I've come to expect from OnlyFans pages. And they'll be like, genuinely, I subbed to all of these girls and I'm only staying subscribed to you.
Okay, I get it. She actually has some pretty good points. I agreed with most of the stuff she said, except my main argument is the fact that you do not like other people profiting because it comes from a greed complex. Okay, and if you disagree with me and you don't like me, you can just keep bringing up points about, oh, but it's shady, oh, it's this, oh, it's that. But I could do the exact same thing with OnlyFans creators leveraging dudes and taking their money from them, okay, to see a picture of you, okay, who they're never going to end up being with, and you're taking away, money that could go to pay for their families. A lot of times it could go, to pay their bills. And then you just play that game where you both just pick apart what each other does. You could do this in any industry. I could pick apart a cafe worker, a farmer. I could pull apart anyone for participating in any form of capitalism, okay? And it's just negative and there's no benefit to it. So anyway, I made this video with the intention to bring some controversy, to get some more views. And hopefully, Rocket Baby, you understand that I have no general beef with you. I just enjoyed picking apart why you were wrong on today's video. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Hit subscribe. Join the High Mind if you want to learn how to manage girls. If you want to learn, as a lady, how to manage yourself better and marketing, okay? And be connected with other creators and be connected with managers and maybe, just maybe, see that we're not all so bad. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Paka paka.